Thank you. Let's get the arms moving. Both arms forward. Let's go back. All right, right arm forward. Right arm back. Left arm forward. Left arm back. All right. Take it out. Let's get your hands in front of you. Let's fists parallel each other and use your shoulders to rotate the fists so they're perpendicular to the ground. Parallel, perpendicular. Use your shoulders so you're internally rotating those shoulders. Keep your hips curled under you. Upper back engaged. Feel that internal rotation. Good. All right, bring your hands down, arms at 90 degrees. Fists, keep the fists. Elbows pressed into your rib cage and just open up as far as you can. Don't overdo it. Just feel that external rotation of the shoulder now. Keep your elbows into your rib cage. Repeat it, Leslie, back and forth. Not much of a movement, just make sure you keep those elbows in so you're working that external rotation of the shoulder. All right, shake it out. Let's grab our cords. "30 seconds, nice and easy, first round. Just getting going. Here we go, 30 seconds, easy, full stroke, nice and relaxed, long, full stroke. 2, 1, let's go. Good. Keep those wrists firm. Remember, we're using that internal rotation of the shoulder to get the elbow up, not the wrist. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, let's get into our push-up position. Get in the push-up position. You're going to hold the push-up position. All you're going to do, curl your hips under, and you're just going to tap to the left, tap to the right. Left hand to the left, left hand to the right. Make sure you're not wobbling those hips, moving those hips as you tap. Hips are stable, eyes are straight down. Tap to the left, tap to the right. All right? You do that for 30 seconds, slow and controlled. Tap side to side. Ready? Here we go. 2, 1. Take your time. You need a little more base. Widen your legs. Eyes straight down. Focus on stabilizing with that shoulder. With the hand that's down. Press your heels away from you. Keep those legs engaged. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab our cords. 30 seconds. Long, full strokes here, guys. Don't short it. Entry, setup, propel through, finish. Long stroke. 30 seconds, nice and easy. Here we go. 2, 1. Let's go. Visualize yourself pulling that water front to back. Swimming's not about how fast you move your arms, it's how much water you're moving front to back. Grab the water at the front, move it all the way to the back. push it behind you with that flat hand. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're gonna do the same thing in that push-up position, but now we're gonna tap in front of us. All right, so we're gonna be in the push-up position, and we're just gonna tap in front of us, one at a time. Keep the hips stable, widen your base, and you're gonna tap about a foot in front of you. Left hand, right hand, alternating. 30 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Don't have to tap very far. We're working on the stability of those hips and the stabilization in the shoulder. Curl your hips under you. Make sure that those glutes are engaged. Slow and controlled. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. One more round. $30 long, deliberate, full stroke. Here we go. 30 seconds easy. 3, 2, 1. Keep those eyes pointed straight down. Internally rotate that shoulder, elbows up, wrists stay firm. Feel that upper back engage as those arms extend out. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice push-up position. We're gonna go back to our side taps. So push-up position, get tapped to the side. Same as the first round. 30 seconds. Here we go. Side taps. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember this core engagement you have right here. Glutes activated. Hips curl under you. Lower abs turned on. It's the same engagement we need when we're swimming. You're letting those hips disengage, the glutes disengage, your hips are going to rock. Keep this stability. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, get a drink. One thing we got to remember is when we enter the water, we all have our own flexibility limitations. So some of us will enter here. The elite swimmers enter here almost parallel to the top of the water, almost at the top of the water. Some of us with decent flexibility enter at a downward trajectory that's midway down the wall in front of you because we have okay flexibility. And some of us have very poor flexibility that our hands enter where the wall and the floor meet in the pool ahead of you, right? So we have to work with our flexibility. The most important thing is our elbow is always above our wrist. If we're trying to jam that arm too high outside of our flexibility ability, that's where our hand goes in and we put on the brakes, right? So we want to make sure when we enter the water, we're working within our flexibility range. Very flexible, high, decent flexible, medium, not too flexible, lower. But the elbow is always above the wrist. And from there, we get the elbow up and propel through the water. So we're going to grab our cords. And we're going to break it down into 3 components. You're going to start within your flexibility range, and all we're going to do is the setup. So some of you, as you're hinged at the hips, you'll be high, set up, Some of you will be medium, set up from there, and some of you will be lower, set up from there. Be realistic with it. From there, we'll do that for 20 seconds, and then we'll just propel through from the end of the setup. We're just going to propel through for 20 seconds. And when we're done with that, we're just going to finish the stroke. The last foot of the stroke, here to here, for 20 seconds. So it's 20 at the front, 20 middle, 20 finish, and then 20 full stroke. All right, so we're breaking it down into 3 quadrants, 3 tridents. Here we go. Set it up first within your flexibility range. 20 seconds with the setup only. 2, 1. Let's go. It's not very much of a movement. And your arms are where they should be. They're not too high, not too low. I'd rather they be lower than higher at the front. As long as the elbow is always above the wrist. Good. We're looking good here, guys. Now we're just going to, at the end of that, we're just going to propel through for 20 seconds. So your arms are starting in that diamond position, right? They're starting. We're not doing the setup. We're just doing the propulsion. Just here, through. Propel through. 2, 1. Now we just finished the stroke. All tricep. The last foot, the last 6 inches of the stroke. This should burn. Don't worry about speed. Just feel the tricep, flat hand pressing water back. 2, 1. Now we go to the full stroke. Set up, propel through, finish. Doesn't have to be fast. Remember that entry is at your flexibility. Set up, propel, finish. 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm going to do a little Jane Fonda here. So when everybody laying on their side, hand bent, arm bent, hand under their head. You're going to keep your down leg pressed into the ground. And all you're going to do is keep your top leg straight and locked out. Point your toes, and you're just going to lift away from you. Right? So we're working, lifting that leg from the glute, nice and straight, engaging that core. Where you're not using your knee or your calf. It's all glute to lift that leg away from you. 30 seconds. Let's lift that top leg. 2, 1. Let's go. Slow and controlled. The reason we do this in a swim focused workout is we got to get the feel for kicking from the hips. This is where the propulsion has to come from with our lower half. The glute, the core, not the knees, not the calf, not the ankle. 5 seconds and we'll flip over. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 30 seconds. Keep that lower leg pressed into the ground. Here we go. 2, 1. Let's go. Point the toe, just like we do in the water. Point that toe. Feel that glute fire as you lift that leg away. Good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab your cords. So we're entering at our angle, our specific angle, elbows above the wrist. We're just setting up for 20. From the end of that, for the next 20, we're just propelling through. So we're not working the setup. We're just starting in the diamond position. See my hands? Diamond. Propelling through. And then the last 20 is maybe 6 inches pressing behind. That burns. And then we go all the way through for 20. All right, so let's set it up for 20 seconds. Think about that entry point, upper back's engaged. 20 seconds, set up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Get your arms into the diamond position. Internally rotate the shoulders, head straight down. We're not propelling, Max. We're just getting to the setup. You're propelling. Watch me. I'm just setting it up. Now, from the diamond position, 2, 1. Now, from the design diamond, we just press back. Don't worry about the setup. There you go. Don't worry about the speed. I want you to get the feel for it. Don't burn yourself out here. 2, 1. Now we just finished the stroke. Flat hand back. Feel the tricep burn. Pressing water behind you. Very uncomfortable part of the stroke. A lot of people want to skip it. But that 6 inches is crucial. Pressing that water through. 2, 1. Full stroke. Set up, propel through, finish. At your own speed, but focus on that full stroke all the way to pressing the water back. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, on your side, let's do those leg lifts. Keep those knees locked out. Top leg lifts away from you, 30 seconds. And 2, 1. Let's go. Point the toe. Maybe you even want to internally rotate that femur a little bit to help point that toe in a little bit, just as we do in swimming. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Switch sides. Here we go. Opposite side. Point those toes. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Really burning on those glutes. It shows we have some work to do in that glute engagement. Probably showing up in the swim, bike, run. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Good. On your feet. Let's go one more round. Breaking it down into 3 segments. All right, here we go. Set up. Set up for 20 seconds. Get into that diamond and then back to the start. Don't worry about pressing past the diamond. Just work on the entry and the elbows up. Here we go. 20 seconds set up. In 3, 2, 1. Set up and back to the start. There you go, Max. You got it. Feel how that internal rotation of the shoulder gets those elbows out to the side. Don't have that rotation. The arm's just going to come straight down. You're going to press down on the water. That's not what we want. 2, 1. Now from the start of from the end of the setup, we press through for 20 seconds. You start in the diamond. Don't do the whole setup. Just start in the diamond and press through. Really fire those lats. You're isolating the lats in this part of the stroke. There you go. 2, 1. Now just finish. 20 seconds. Pressing through. Feel the triceps burn. It's hard when we're isolating them. We're not using our hips. We're not using the momentum of the stroke to finish. But it's a feeling we need to remember. Press that water all the way back. 2, 1. Whole stroke, 20 seconds. Finish it. Enter at the trajectory of the arms that's comfortable for you. 3, 2, 1. Good. Lay down on your side. One more leg lift. Here we go. 30 seconds. Lift that top leg, fire that glute. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Don't get lazy. Keep that leg straight. Keep that knee locked out. Good. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Switch sides. There we go. Lock that knee out. 2, 1. Off the other side. Let's go. Those hips forward. Don't let them sink back. Good. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, get a drink. Good job, guys. I'll go back to our catch-up style stroke now. Alternate arms one at a time. Grab your cords. And we're going to finish with that little bit of, so we isolated the tricep here. We isolated, right? And really felt the triceps burn. Now we're going to hit the catch-up style stroke. And as you finish, we're not going to totally rely on the triceps. Feel how that hip, you're going to move your hip back as you pull through and finish the stroke, and feel how that helps that extension of the tricep get the water through, right? So the hip's supporting that little tricep muscle to finish the stroke. So we're going to alternate sides, left side, right side, wait for that opposite arm to get to the front before the other arm pulls. And you're going to finish with a little bit of the hip rotation to help the tricep press that water back. All right, 45-second catch-up stroke, nice and easy. But feel that hip move as you finish the stroke. 2, 1, let's go. Feel that hip move. The arm that's finishing the stroke, the hip's moving back. And in doing so, the opposite side, the hip's driving that arm forward at your specific trajectory. And remember, we're waiting at the front, nice and patient, for that opposite arm to recover before we pull. Aronson, wait longer at the front. Aronson, you got to wait longer at the front. There you go. Wait. There you go. That's how you do it. Yep. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, on your back. Knees bent. We're going to bridge up. And you're just going to walk your knee to your chest. Opposite arm, opposite. Alternate, knee to your chest. Keep your hips up the whole time. Weight on your heels. Knees about shoulder distance apart. And you're just going to bring left knee to the chest, back to the start. Right knee to the chest, back to the start. Hips stay up. Weight on your heels. Glutes engaged. 30-second. Here we go. 2, 1. Let's go. Really stabilize with that foot that's down. Keep those hips as high as you can. Hips are curled under. No sway in the lower back. Try not to let the body move side to side. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, grab your cords. Let's do our alternating again. Swim stroke is all about patience, guys. If we're trying to pull that arm too soon in the water, we're just getting ahead of ourselves. We're not getting a good, long, strong catch. You gotta wait the front and pull when that opposite arm reaches that front quadrant of the swim. So let's work on that here again. Remember that little hip rotation to help you finish the stroke. 45 seconds. 2, 1. Eyes are pointed straight down, just like you're looking at the bottom of the pool. And feel how that hip assists that little tricep muscle. We never shorten our stroke because we don't want to engage that painful tricep. We assist the stroke by using the torque of the hip. And that helps you get that full stroke, helps you get every centimeter of water moving backwards. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Good. On your back, let's do that bridge march. Hips stay up the whole time, 45 seconds. You can either have your hands at your side on the floor, or you can clasp them above you, look up at the ceiling. 30-second bridge mark, 30 seconds, and 2, 1. Hips up, weight on your heels. Left knee to your chest, right knee to your chest at your own speed. Focus is on control. Use that lower ab to lift the knee. Three, 2, 1. Good. All right, let's go back to our catch up. One more round. 45 seconds. Never want to put on the brakes with too high of an entry. Be realistic with your entry point. Elbow always stays above the wrist. Here we go. 45-second catch up. Use the hip to finish the stroke. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Feel that lead arm drive forward as you finish with the working arm. Upper back's engaged. And that hip movement helps you get a couple more inches at the front end as well. You're pushing more power back and you're reaching a little further forward, helping you increase that distance per stroke. Move your hips, guys. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. On your back, bridge march one more time. Here we go. Hips up, weight on your heels, controlled, knee to chest. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You're having a really tough time, just hold your bridge position. You need to back it down. Start a little easier, just hold that. No matter what you're doing, it's controlled and you're conscientious of how you're moving, how you're engaging. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we just got one more set. Let's get a drink. Just gonna work on some effort. So we got a 60-second effort every 15 seconds. We're gonna get increased intensity. All right, so a 60-second effort. We'll get a little faster every 15 seconds. So start easy. And the way we get faster is by moving or accelerating through the stroke front to back with more intensity, more velocity, not by turning our arms over. So 1 minute effort. Let's increase intensity every 15 seconds. All right, here we go. Think about that entry point, engaging that upper back, internally rotating shoulders. 2, 1. Let's go. Nice and easy to start. Finish your stroke with that flat hand, triceps engaged. Don't worry about speed right now. Don't worry about intensity. Nice and easy. 3, 2, 1. Now accelerate a little more through, a little faster, front to back, not crazy, about 80% effort. 2, 1. A little faster. Front to back, always finishing the stroke, never shorting it because we're going faster. So what we want to do, we'll pick up the cadence and we shorten our stroke. 2, 1, now fast, 90%. Big acceleration front to back, still finishing the stroke. Don't get antsy. Don't get hasty. 2, 1. All right, rest. Okay, let's go on our stomach for this one. Everybody laying flat down, arms extended, legs extended. And we're just gonna lift, engaging the glute. Engaging the glutes, lift your legs and your arms 6 inches off the floor. Back to the start. All right, we're gonna repeat the Superman. We're working those erector spinae, your glutes, lower back muscles. 30-second Superman. Lift 6 inches, hold a beat, back to the start, repeat that. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're not holding it, we're repeating, up and down, up and down. Fire those glutes to lift the legs. 3, 2, 1, good. One more 60-second effort, guys. Grab your cords. All right, here we go. Start nice and easy. Keep that stroke full. Always finishing. Never being hasty. Here we go. 2, 1. Nice and easy. Eyes are pointed straight down. Upper back's engaged. As you extend those arms out. Elbow always stays above the wrist. 2, 1. Little quicker front to back. Finish the stroke, Johannes. Finish the stroke. You shorten it. There you go. 2, 1. A little more acceleration. 3, 2. Last round. Now we go. Come on. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. When we pick up the speed, when we pick up the intensity, we say, oh, I got to go fast. And you start going from here. You start exiting. I got to go faster. I got to go faster. I got to go faster. You got to keep that same stroke as we increase intensity. We just increase the velocity of the pole, always keeping the stroke full and finished. We don't get faster and all of a sudden shorten our stroke to move the arms faster. We're losing all this and this if we're just spinning as we increase intensity. We always keep that stroke full and finished, no matter how hard we're going. All right. Get down in your Superman position. Last one here. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hold to the beat at the top. Feel yourself stabilize. And then back to the start. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, come into your arms and legs. Come up on your hands and knees. Get some cat cow going. Get some mobility in that upper back. Do it at your own pace, at your own speed. Just get a few repeats in. Press through those hands, arch that upper back. Drop your head in that cow position. Drop that stomach, press through the hands, look up. Get some mobility in that spine. Drop our butt back onto our heels. Reach your hands away from you, child's pose. Feel those lats. You take a big belly breath in this position. Breathe in and let your belly pooch out. Press against your thighs. It's a great stretch. Breathing this way to decompress your lower spine. Walk both hands towards the left corner of your mat. Feel that right lat stretch. And keep that belly breath going. Now walk both hands towards the right corner of your mat. Feel the left lat. Back to the middle. All right, guys. Good work. Another one in the bank. We'll see you guys on the ride tomorrow. Let's think about that full finished stroke, entering at your trajectory at the front end. Don't think you need to be too high because all that's doing is putting on the brakes. So elbow stays above the wrist, and then make sure we're finishing that stroke no matter how hard we're going, especially as we're working on different intensities in this phase of training. So see you guys on the ride tomorrow. Awesome job. Thanks for being here.